a sign of how out of control woke education has gotten. A New York City heiress says she was brainwashed by her elite liberal college, and her mother had to pay over $300 a day to deprogram her.
I was indoctrinated. It's as simple as that. They told me that I had been oppressed my entire life and I didn't even know it, that there was an underlying patriarchal bias inherent in absolutely everything. So I started to look at the world from a lens of being a victim.
You know, what's interesting about that, Dana, is that she was very close with her mother. She was a former competitive figure skater who skated all over the world. And they didn't get her in the first year at Mount Holyoke. They didn't get her in the second year. They got her in the third year. And that's when she said she couldn't shrug off what they were teaching. I mean, this is something that happened to a very intelligent young woman.
Yeah, and that's why it's gotten some attention, because you can imagine being the mom and dad, and you have this amazing daughter who is basically best all around at everything that she does, and a competitive figure skater that skates around the world. That's a very seriously intelligent and strong-willed person, someone who understands a lot of discipline, who understands routines, and
figure skating.
Yeah,
it's not that hard. Not that hard.
Yeah, well,
you can draw
triple Lutz. We're gonna do a triple Lutz for Christmas. Are you gonna be there?
Way overrated.
Yeah.
You don't even need to do it on ice. It's so easy.
Okay. Well, maybe for one more thing, we could have you do that. But this is something that happened at Mount Holyoke, is happening in other places. There's this group called Do No Harm, and it's a group of doctors that is trying to push back against what they call woke creep in the medical field, because you have diversity and equity issues that are being taught all throughout medical school. But imagine you're the patient, and in a few years you go, and now your doctor has been trained in a different way rather than just based on the science. That's what they're trying to do, is to bring a little attention to that.
You know, Jesse, what Dana is talking about is the fact that 58 of the top 100 U.S. medical schools have mandatory programs in the fundamentals of critical race theory that we've been told pretty much doesn't exist. It's a woke indoctrination to the doctors, and they're raising social justice as a focus. Is that relevant to medical school teaching?
Well, I don't want to be discriminated against as a straight white male by my physician. Like I said, if there's a mistake made and I undergo some radical gender reassignment surgery because someone has it in for me, that's going to be a problem. And if you want to save the $300 a day to deprogram someone from being woke, watch Fox. It's the cost of a basic cable subscription.
It's a great market.
And I want to speak directly to the heiress right now. Dana, hold my hand.
Oh, boy.
Jeez.
Women need men. And men need women. We need each other. And if you understand nature, you understand there is not a war between the sexes. We need to make love, not war. And you need to stop chopping your hair off and calling us toxic. We are on a mission. Yes, we peacock, but we peacock for your attention. So fall in love, and let's all live happily ever after.
All right,
there
Harold.
is something I do want to address with her now as an heiress. It's a little bit of a sticky situation, because in a way you're almost like a very successful, wealthy man. And you don't know if someone's falling in love with you for your money or for your heart. So I would advise her, you can fall in love, but sign a prenup.
Wow.
Professors encouraged alienation from the parents and offered their homes to stay, and if they didn't, the kids were ostracized. I mean, this kind of pressure, what did the professors get out of it, Harold?
I'm going to give $300 for Jesse to get deprogrammed. If we got that, whoever's deprogramming, we did. Look, I pray for that young lady and her family. Whatever needs to have happen, I hope they have happened. And my kids are 8 and 7. I hope they don't have to be deprogrammed. I hope I'm able to give them what they need at home along with what they need at school.
Okay, quick to grab.
The $300?
I'll take it.
Do we know the name of the deprogrammer? I keep looking at this. I didn't read the article.
I couldn't find
You
it.
didn't? I read the whole thing.
It's a 4-day weekend. You think I'm going to sit around and read articles? I don't even want to be here. I want to be in bed. Everybody likes to brand the other side as a cult, right? During the Obama era.
This is a cult.
Just let me finish, for God's sake. Whenever everybody was talking about Obama was a cult and people said the Trump's a cult, this is different because there's not a head of this. This actually is an ideology that provides one solution to all your problems. And that solution is always you are either a victim or you're a victimizer. Right. The problem with this, it's hard to deprogram somebody when it's all over culture. and that it opens doors for you. That's the problem. College, it used to just be college was the brainwashing enterprise, especially when there's only one perspective being offered, and you have these rituals and the ideologies. But it's now spreading into the health industry, medicine, HR. Where did gender affirmation surgery come from? Right? That didn't come from doctors. So this is, in a way, it is a cult, but it's a tough one to beat because it's now kind of like gotten out of our control. That's all.